Hi everyone, this is Marissa from Blatantly Bookish. I'm here today with my August wrap-up video. I read 5 books in the month of August, which is not exactly a world record, but is certainly more than I've been reading lately. I think I have BookTube to thank for that. So thank you everyone, and let's get on to what I read. The first book I finished in August was Lady Susan by Jane Austen. I did a review of this already, so you should check out that review. I'll put a link somewhere around here so you can find it easily. It's about a different type of Austen heroine who's a joy to read. Lady Susan's character is manipulative and conniving, and she's such a charming flirt. Reading about her and her various schemes is endlessly entertaining. I have a lot more to say about this novella, which is why I already did a whole review on it. The next book I read is Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. The novel is a fascinating portrayal of marriage, focusing on a husband and wife, Lotto and Mathilde. In the first half of the novel, we are fed one portrayal of their relationship, only to have all of our previous assumptions re-examined in the second half of the novel. The book has plenty of twists and turns, commentary on art, and elements of Greek tragedy. If anything, it's worth checking out just for Groff's writing style. I did a whole review on this book already, so again, if that sounds interesting, check that out. I also listened to Sudden Death by Alvaro Enrique on audiobook, and this is a book about a historic tennis match. It features a poet and a painter battling in front of a crowd of historical figures, like Galileo, Mary Magdalene, and various popes. There's talk of a much sought-after tennis ball made out of Anne Boleyn's hair, and Hernan Cortez makes an appearance in Mexico. I was very excited by the premise of this novel, but to be perfectly honest, I got very, very little out of this book. Now, I've said before why I dislike audiobooks in my 25 Bookish Facts video, and my experience of this book plays a huge role in my dislike of audiobooks. I felt like it was supposed to be brilliant and clever, and then I just missed it all. I don't think I know enough about historical figures, especially the ones they were talking about, to understand the playfulness of the novel. However, this book has pretty good reviews on Goodreads, with an average of 3.75 stars. So if the premise is interesting to you, perhaps you should check it out. I can't help but feel that if I had read a physical copy, I would have liked it more. But I found a free audiobook copy on Hoopla, which is an app that I've been using this summer. So that was the way that I read this book, and for better or worse, yeah. I also read Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur this month. It's a collection of poetry about love, pain, and relationships. It's wonderful and feminist and gritty, and I think it's very approachable poetry, especially if you're looking to find a way to get into poetry. I think this might be a good collection to start with. The poems are accompanied by illustrations, which really add to the experience of the reading. I'll show you some examples of what I mean. Our backs tell stories no books have the spine to carry. The night after you left, I woke up so broken, the only place to put the pieces were the bags under my eyes. To be soft is to be powerful. You deserve to be completely found in your surroundings, not lost within them. She's like a modern-day feminist Rumi, and I think her poetry is fantastic. The last book I read in August was Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. This was such a captivating read. I've read Slaughterhouse-Five before, and now, after reading this book, I'm confident in saying that Vonnegut has become one of my new favorite authors. I don't really even know where to begin with a synopsis of this book, but I'll give it a shot. It starts out with an author compiling material for his book, The Day the World Ended, and that's about what Americans were doing on the day of the Hiroshima bombing. But the book ends up following a fascinating family, the Honeckers, whose late father, Felix Honecker, was instrumental in creating the atomic bomb. We end up on a tropical island with a dictator named Papa Monsanto. And suffused throughout the book is a religion of Vonnegut's own creation called Bakanan, which defines itself as a pack of lies. This book is a magical read that comments on religion, the ways in which human lives are intertwined, and science as a weapon, among other things. It's a whirlwind of a book, and I feel like I've barely even scratched the surface. If you've read him, I would love to know what you think of any of his work or Cat's Cradle. And of course, I started reading Our Mutual Friend for the Dickens read-along with Katie from Books and Things. I'm all caught up now, and I definitely see why it's her favorite book. It's going to take a lot of self-control for me to stick to the serialized reading schedule, but I think I really should because that's how the Victorians experienced it after all. I also started Mr. Fox by Helen Oyemi. I've wanted to read Oyemi for a long time, and so far it's okay, but I haven't been devouring it like I think I should be. And in fact, this weekend I didn't read it at all. I'll probably finish it eventually and discuss it more in September. So if you're interested in hearing about any more of these books, please let me know in the comments, and I could turn any one of these into a full-blown review. Of course, I've already turned some of them into reviews, and you should check those out. If you've read any of these books or are thinking of reading them, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. See you in another video soon.